I'm not going back. Sister Destiny, I'm not going back. I refuse to go back. I refuse to become like them. Oh God, help me, Jesus, because he has called me out of that. I used to be like that, but thanks be to God, I'm no longer the same. I've been changed. I may look the same. My voice sound the same. My outward features may look the same. But if you scrutinize a little bit more, if you examine a little closer, you will see that some real change has transpired in me. Come on, talk back to me. Just like some of us, we would have cussed people out long time ago when they rub us wrong. Talk back to me. But you hold your tongue back because you know if I ever loose this tongue, I start lash you upside the place. I may violate my testimony, but because I know that God has done something different in me, I have what we call temperance, one of the fruit of the spirit, self-control. Tell anybody, I know how to control myself now. I never know how to do it before, but I know how. Why? Because I have the fruit of the spirit, and the Holy Ghost know how to temper me. Temper me. I don't know why I gone there, but I went there. I don't know. We went there. What we're seeing is too much inconsistencies amongst believers and amongst our young people. And the strongholds of sin, it continued to plague our communities. We see demonic forces that continues to plunder and ravish society. People don't even know who they are. People can't determine what gender they want to be. They're not content with whom God has made them. Therefore, because of technology, they found ways to be able to alter the outward. Oh God, help me, Jesus. But you can't change what's on the inside. Only God can do that. Tell a neighbor, if God made you in such a person, then you're such a person. You can alter your outward appearance as much as you want. Oh, God, help me, Jesus. But internally, you are who God says you are. Am I talking to somebody here today? We that are called of God must make sure that the devil doesn't succeed in making the church of God non-effective. Because that's what he wants to do, is to render us as being non-effective in our world. So to cause us not to have an impact on our families, on our co-workers, and the places where we go and socialize. But because the calling demands that we must, come on now, knowing the terror of God, persuade men, we continue to resist and to fight the good fight of faith. Tell anybody, fight. This is why Jude said we must contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. Tell a neighbor, you have to contend. It's like being in a ring with a boxer. You are contending against the opposition. And so the opposing forces of darkness want to render you insufficient and inconsistent in what you're doing. So what he does is slowly but surely try to weigh us down and beat us down with all kinds of different things he brings our direction. So to slow us down, to break us down and render us non-effective. The enemy succeeded with Israel to render them at some point non-effective. This is what we're seeing here in our text. The same God who had selected men like Moses from birth and raised up young men like Joshua to lead his people is still looking for and calling upon young men and women to lead the charge in the heat of the battle against the forces that seeks to hinder us and bind us. But we're not wrestling against flesh and blood. So therefore, we have to now take the weaponry that God has put in our arsenal and begin to march. We must understand that for us to win and be victorious against whatever opposition that seeks to defeat us, our prayer life, our commitment to our faith, our dedication to God, and our commitment to each other. Oh Lord. Because oftentimes, there are times when that's what's lacking.